Well, we run a regular series of virtualisation events throughout the country, taking in venues such as Glasgow, Edinburgh, Dundee, Aberdeen, Stirling and Inverness. And I would say that over the past few months we've had over 100 delegates attending these desktop virtualisation events.
Really, I think desktop virtualisation in its true essence really can deliver significant management benefits, operational efficiencies, and help organisations drive increased agility across the deployment of, for example, Windows 7 or disaster recovery facilities in an off-site location. Ultimately, it's down to the cost efficiencies as well, because if you look at a traditional way of deploying desktops, for every £1 you're spending £3 approximately on the management of the infrastructure. So from desktop virtualisation you can consolidate that cost and maximise your investment in the platform. Over the last 5 years we've been actively involved in a lot of projects associated with desktop virtualisation. In the last 18 months I think we've actively got in excess of 80 plus users using desktop virtualisation in different veins for different reasons. Fundamentally a lot of organisations are looking to try and sort of develop a mobile workforce type strategy where they've got hot desk capabilities and everything else. So from our point that's where we've seen sort of the key drivers.
I've been summarising how VMware's approach is enabling an increasing number of clients to modernise the desktop and facilitate the journey towards user-centric computing, and I've summarised some of the benefits associated with both VMware View and ThinApp. So VMware have been supporting Castle in events of this kind for a number of years now, and will continue to do so. We've got a number of other events planned for forthcoming months. Personally, over the last couple of years I've probably been involved in about 10 or 12 events of this kind. There are compelling business reasons that are prompting this type of approach, whether it be a Windows 7 migration, a need for more streamlined centralised management, or indeed dealing with increasingly stringent security and compliance regulations.
I think it was important for prospects to understand that Veeam is the #1 for VMware protection, monitoring, reporting and optimization. We've got 16,000 customers globally, 1,000 new each month, 155% year-on-year growth in 2010. The latest product offering, Backup V5, it can be any organisation from one socket all the way up to thousands of sockets. We're agentless, so we don't have. We use VMware's APIs. One server all the way up to the top, so the banks, building societies, financial institutions, all the way up to someone with a SMB and enterprise. It's good for customers to come and see reputable partners like Castle, understand how they're helping customers with their virtual environments, manage it, monitor it, and back up the environment. Ideally for us, it's about brand awareness and market awareness in Scotland, creating new opportunities to work with Castle on existing virtualisation customers.
I think the key point we'd like to make is that we're actually providing a real business application to run in the virtual environment which people have invested in. We've actually been quite surprised. It's right across the board. It more comes from organisations that are looking at disaster recovery business continuity plans. So we're talking to the legal sector, finance, professional services and housing associations. I think the advantages are the same as virtualisation across the board. It's reducing hardware, reducing power consumption, space in the comms room. It's making management easier, deployments easier. So again, all the advantages that you would sell somebody from a virtualisation server infrastructure, virtualisation to the desktop, all apply to virtualising the voice.